So I was so excited today, I had to share with you guys. So I'm walking out here today, checking on the compost. First thing I do is look in the back at the thermometer, the probe thermometer that's in the compost, and it was at 130 degrees. So it's super active in there. And when I release the gate here, in a little bit you're going to see, as I scoop all of the compost out, that it is steaming. And that's really good. That's really speeding up the composting process. You can compost in a cold system, it just takes more time. This is going to speed it way up. That means I have the right mix of nitrogen, greens to brown carbons going, which is kind of a little bit of guesswork, but it looks like I got the right mixture this time. And it's so exciting because this is the first time that I really can say that I have a chicken composting system going on. Before this, I kind of just had some piles of dead material, but today it's kicking. It's just so nice to see all this life happening in our backyard. These animals are happy, everything's flourishing back here. It just feels good to wake up in the morning and to see this happening, to release the chickens out onto the compost, and they're digging and manuring and just keeping the whole circle of life thing going for us. And then here come the chickens, super interested in what's going on. Today this was a major food source for them. In fact, I haven't given them any store-bought grain today. They're strictly on the compost and the food scraps. And then you can see them digging, scratching, and pecking at the ground, mixing up the compost to some extent for me to take some of the work out of the process. So the inputs into the system, or the benefits to the chickens, are from the garden. Food from the garden, table scraps that we add in to the compost, and of course that gives them food. As the compost breaks down, bugs and microbial life thrive, which in turn give more food to the chickens. And then the outputs from the chickens, or the benefits to us, in this case, are that the chickens are manuring on top of the compost, putting lots of nitrogen into the system that otherwise would be lost into the ground or the lawn. And they're also mixing the compost for us to some extent, and the end result is great compost that goes back into the garden. So it's a complete circuit. If we continue to expand and keep adding compost into the system, then we can significantly reduce the amount of food that we have to purchase for the chickens. There are farms that completely feed their chickens on compost, on huge piles.